Okay, let's unpack this a bit. We live in an age where there's just so much information, right? But who has the time?
Exactly. It's overwhelming. How do you find what actually matters?
And how is AI fitting into all this? It's not just some future thing anymore. It's actively changing how we connect, how we learn.
Even how we find our next job.
Right. So today we're doing a deep dive. We're looking at AI, business networking, human connection, all through the work of Mike Hayes.
Yeah, Mike Hayes, he's really key here. He's the chief researcher, the documentarian at the AI Super Campus.
And he's leading this whole exploration of what he calls business networking AI.
It's basically a new way, a framework to help you navigate AI, maybe even thrive with it.
His mission seems pretty clear, simplifying all these, complex AI-powered channels, media, marketing, communication.
Making them usable for everyday people, not just tech experts. He's the person behind ChatGPTnetworking.com.
That's a big part of it. He's really trying to democratize AI specifically for networking.
It's not just about explaining the tools, is it?
No, not at all. He distills it down, turns it into practical strategies that are, human-focused.
He keeps track of the trends, tests out the tools.
From dozens of sources, so you don't have to. It's a shortcut, really.
Yeah, helps you decide quickly if some AI networking thing is actually right for you.
Translating the tech into actual human stories and opportunities.
And it goes beyond just individual tools. He's got lovelocalnetworking.com.
Right, bringing that global AI innovation back home to local communities, local businesses.
Yeah, the idea is making sure local networkers don't get left behind in all this AI change.
Plus, he founded the American Dream Creators Initiative, using AI for personal prosperity and community uplift.
It's all grounded in trust, vision, service. You can tell. It's research, but also storytelling. Real heart-centered leadership, he calls it.
Helping business networkers approach AI with what? Curiosity? Confidence?
And clarity. Yeah, not fear.
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting for me. He connects ChatGPT's power to something he calls the perpetual media machine.
What exactly is that?
Think of it like a virtual incubator for products, for ideas, but one that can be amplified globally using sound, sonic amplification.
Even from just one person.
Yeah. Turning great ideas, he uses Mark Cuban as an example, into global ideas with sonic growth power together. He calls it Sonic GPT.
Wow, so it's like taking an idea and giving it this massive audio reach.
Exactly. And this apparently aligns with Mark Cuban's own vision for AI, this trillion-dollar vision.
Which Mike Hayes knows about from interviewing Cuban over the years, right?
Yeah, exactly. So for Mike, AI seems to be all about fusing big ideas together, different sources.
Creating this sort of explosive effect when they combine.
Okay, so from big ideas to something really practical.
Yeah.
AIHireX.com.
Right. This is a tool.
A tool designed to, supercharge your job search using AI.
And on the other side, for businesses, it helps streamline their hiring, like the whole process.
It's built to save time and energy for both the job seeker and the company. Organization, orchestration, that seems key.
And it's important to note, this was created by Abe Nasser under his Zamzilla mentorship.
Ah, okay. And Mike Hayes and Abe Nasser are working together now to bring it to the U.S. market.
Yeah. So let's maybe walk through how it actually works, based on a demo they did recently.
Sounds good. Let's start with the candidate. You, the job seeker.
Okay, so for the candidate, it seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you go to the website, pick a job role, developer, marketing, whatever, and hit get started.
Then you can basically do your initial interview right there, yourself.
Yeah, self-take the interview. Your performance gets scored, stored in a database.
And the invite comes through email automatically with all the details.
Yep. To join, you just click Join Your AI Interview, sign in with Google. Simple.
And the interview is done by X-Hi AI. That's the AI agent's name.
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
And it asks relevant questions. For example, in a telesales demo, it asks about remote work experience,
Handling tricky customers,
motivation strategies, how you prioritize tasks, handling multiple things at once.
upselling, remote tools you use, team communication, handling feedback. Pretty comprehensive.
Definitely. And a really key point Mike Hayes made during the demo was about pre-framing.
What's that mean in this context?
It means the system should tell the candidate up front, hey, this AI part does rapid research. It actually speeds things up for you, helps you get to a human faster. Thanks for your patience.
Ah, so it manages expectations, helps the candidate relax and understand why they're talking to an AI first.
Exactly. Makes it a better experience, less intimidating maybe.
Okay, that makes sense for the candidate side. Now, what about HR, human resources? How does this change things for them? Because screening is a huge time sink.
Totally. So for HR, they get this dashboard. Everything's there.
What kind of things can they see?
Candidate status. Did they take the interview? Is it in progress? Is it like trending somehow? They can see all that.
And reports on past candidates, too.
Full reports, conversation transcripts, emotional analysis, we'll get to that, and scores.
And scheduling new interviews, still manual emails.
Nope. They can schedule for later. It sends an automatic email invite, then or instantly.
Instantly. Wow.
Yeah, just need the candidate's name and email. The software sends the invite. No manual emails needed. Saves a ton of time right there.
Okay, but the really unique part seems to be the real-time analysis during the interview.
Yes, this is a big selling point. HR gets the full conversation transcript, obviously.
But then there's this truth analysis. What does that do?
It instantly flags inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Like, instantly.
Seriously, how?
In the demo, a candidate said they had 5 years of experience at the start, but later mentioned something about only 2 years. The system flagged it immediately.
Whoa, that's something a human interviewer could easily miss, especially if they're taking notes or thinking about the next question.
Absolutely. The AI cross-references everything said. Keywords, numbers, context, flags discrepancies right away.
That's pretty powerful. What else is in the analysis?
There's an AI summary. It captures the candidate's emotion. Were they engaged, nervous, confident? And it factors that into the score somehow.
So it tries to read emotional cues, too.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
And it gives this concise AI summary of performance, strengths, weaknesses.
Like what?
It might point out, say, incomplete answers, or if they went off topic or didn't have a clear upselling strategy, maybe seemed unsure about remote tools.
And then gives an overall score, like that 4.47 you mentioned.
Exactly. Just that truth analysis feature alone.
Yeah.
Think about the time saved for HR. No more getting deep into an interview process only to find a major inconsistency later.
Huge. So the overall benefits for HR seem pretty clear then.
Massive. It helps them get through hundreds of candidates, which is often the reality.
You could send out, 100 interview links at once?
Yeah, and have all those initial AI interviews done and analyzed in maybe 30 minutes, then just filter by score.
That's saving, as they put it, hundreds of hours and definitely a lot of money.
No question. Plus, it lets HR hire people even if they're out of their skills zone.
What do you mean by that?
Like, imagine someone in HR finance needs to hire a marketing person. They don't know the deep technical marketing questions, right?
Right.
But the AI agent is trained for that role. It asks the right technical questions. The developers even use it themselves for hiring coders and languages they don't know, like React Native.
That's clever. So the AI handles the specialized screening.
Yep. And another thing, the tool lets interviewers practice, and candidates too. Practice until they, nail their approach for different job types.
So it's a practice tool as well. Interesting.
Okay, so let's pull back. What does all this really mean for you, listening?
Well, this dive into Mike Hayes' work and AI HireX, it really shows AI isn't just some abstract future idea. It's here, it's tangible.
And human-centered, or at least aiming to be. It's changing our professional lives right now.
AI HireX specifically, by making analysis efficient, insightful, comprehensive, it offers huge benefits for job seekers and hiring managers.
Faster, more effective process for everyone involved.
And looking bigger picture, Mike Hayes and Abe Nasser see this as just one piece, right? Part of a larger vision.
Yeah, they talk about a potential one-stop shop for the era of AI.
Covering both sides. People looking for jobs in companies.
Using AI HireX.
And people wanting to start their own companies.
Supported by Mike's AI Super Campus stuff.
Makes sense. And right now, their focus is getting traction here in the U.S. market, setting up a U.S. office, partnering with bigger companies.
That seems to be the plan. Build a strong base here first.
So this all leads to a pretty important question, I think, for all of us.
Which is?
As AI gets better and better at assessing these very human things, communication, consistency, maybe even emotion in professional settings like hiring, what does that mean?
What are the implications for, human intuition, gut feelings, subjective judgment in these really critical decisions?
Right. And how could tools like AI HireX evolve? Could they go beyond just identifying skills?
Could they actually help foster that heart-centered leadership, that authentic connection Mike Hayes talks so much about? Or is there a tension there?
That's the big question, isn't it? How do we blend AI efficiency with genuine human connection and judgment? Something to think about.